Man, Coco here.
Coco right here in the house.
So we're very excited that you are out there watching this live stream of our event tonight. And again, we can't do it without, of course, people like you who are watching. I think this is the first time
This is the first time that Bonfire has ever been part of this, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that. We're expanding.
I love it, and the streaming, which is awesome. So tonight you're going to have a whirlwind of just amazing speakers up here.
Amazing people.
We're going to be talking with Tom Lehman, who, of course, the Elevate Phoenix Invitational is brought to you by him. But we want to say to you out there, thank you very much for being out there for this live stream. It's going to be pretty fun, isn't it?
It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. And I heard there's a lot of energetic people out there at Bonfire, and we're going to see that later on. And when the auction starts, that's when the party really begins.
Yes, they're part of the auction.
They're going to be part of they're part of the entire thing.
Should we practice it right now?
Why not?
So, all right, 45. So Johnny, right there in the front row, right there, Bonfire, Tempe. Thank you very much. So. There it is. I love it. This is awesome.
This is great. This is great.
Good. So we just want to say welcome, sit back, relax, and we'll be starting the program in just a little bit.
See you.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody hear me okay? All the way on the back of the room? Good evening, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Country Club. If I could get Nordy Blanchard to sit down, that'd be really helpful. Rich Monks, Denise. I thought I saw Rick Riley still standing up. Okay. Oh, he's actually following the rules. Okay, Rick Riley is not a rule follower, just so you know, but he is sitting down and following the rules tonight. So welcome everybody. We determined that we were going to start at 6 p.m. sharp. I think maybe we're 1 minute past, but for us, that's about 25 minutes ahead of schedule. So welcome to the 6th annual Elevate Phoenix Invitational Gala Dinner. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. You know, the theme of this year's event is Elevate Celebrates. You know, so when you think about celebrating, you know, it kind of leads directly to that word of gratitude. You know, what are we celebrating? Well, it's something that you're really grateful for. And so we're grateful for the fact that Elevate's been around for 12 years. We started with one high school, Cesar Chavez High School. Now we're in, yep, there we go, Cesar Chavez. Now we're going into our 4th Phoenix Union High School District High School. All of the feeder schools that lead into it, 98% of our kids graduate, go on to some either college or the military or getting a job. So it's a very, very successful program, and it's successful really for the one main reason, I think, that makes it successful is we have a group of people, a staff, who love these kids in these high schools, and they come alongside them and they befriend them, they mentor them, they become that person in their life that kind of gives them hope. Because I think as you'll hear tonight, you know, with a story that Brian will tell of most of these kids have a life with almost no hope. They live a life where they're told they can't be successful, where they can't achieve, that they don't have the wherewithal to make it. And so when you hear that all the time, you start to think pretty much, hey, I'm a loser. But you have people in their lives that come alongside them, and you're going to hear that say, hey, I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. I know you can do this. And when you hear that story enough, it kind of starts giving you the thought that, hey, maybe I can do it. You know, so what I really think happens is these kids in this program, because of the love and the care and the dedication of our staff and our mentors and our teachers, they start to own their life. They start to own the fact that they come from a difficult place. They start to own the fact that they need to go extra hard and maybe give it more than others have to give. And they start to own the fact that I can overcome this, and they start to own the fact that they can be successful. I think, and once you start owning your life, once you start owning your successes and your failures, then you can become truly successful in life. And that's what this program does. It helps these kids own everything about their life, and they become successful. So you're going to hear more about that, but that's why I'm so thankful. That's why I'm involved. I could be doing a lot of things. This is what I do. So I'm just pleased to be here for our 6th annual Elevate Phoenix Invitational, which has raised almost $5 million so far. This program was started by Bob Barbie. Barb and Phyllis Barbie moved down here from Denver. I know they're sitting here somewhere. Where are you? Stand up real quick, Bob and Phyllis. Yep. You know, we have an amazing staff. Our staff, their teacher, call them teacher mentors. They go into the high schools, they go into the grade schools, and they mentor these kids. And if there's one thing in common that I would say about them is that if you ask them, why do you do this? They will tell you to a person, this is my calling on my life. So when you have people who believe that strongly in what they're doing, you can be certain they're going to make an impact. So all of our teacher mentors, all of our staff who are here, please stand up and be recognized. Yeah. This program goes because of them. They are the reason why this program works. Board members, please stand very quickly and be recognized. And of course, this evening doesn't happen, without a bunch of people who really put their best foot forward. So to the Phoenix Country Club, thank you so much. Yep. To the Jaybirds. So there's a group of gals, Joni, Jill, and Jasmine, who they live this. So to them, please stand up. Yep. And then there's the financial part. So for that part, I'm going to have Tony Montgomery come up. Tony is the chairman of our development board, and he has a few thank yous as well.
What a great group we have here. First thing before I start thanking the financial people, the one person that doesn't get thanked enough is Tom Lehman. Tom, Melissa, and the Lehman family. I got a call from Tom 7 or 8 years ago, and he said, "You know what? I need your help here. Can you come help me?" When you get a call from Tom Lehman, it's very easy to say, "What do you need?" And we got involved, and this whole thing has just done fantastic. And it couldn't happen without all the supporters that we have. And so when you look at this little piece that's on your table, all of these people, and I like everybody to stand up. We're gonna try and get through this quick, but I really want everybody, the Galleys, stepping up big time as our title sponsor. Stand up, Brian and Heather. And actually stay standing up. Let's see what this really looks like. So Unicorn Philanthropy, they've done just great for us. Great clips. Ray Barton, take a bite of your salad, Ray, and stand up, please. Charles Schwab Cup, Santan Ford, Colin and Nancy Markley, Mel Schultz, CBR, Mike Tope, please stand up. Everybody just stand up. Morgan Stanley, Drew, your time to stand up too. Come on, buddy. Everybody that's done anything, the Rossi family, the Gray family, just looking through their GPEC, the Thunderbirds, the Tarabi family. I can't see everybody out there, so I know I'm missing people, but everybody that supported Elevate Phoenix in some way, stand up. And then again, executive board, development board, stand up. I want to see who is supporting this organization. Anybody that thinks that they're going to give $1 this week, stand up. This takes a village, and this is our village. And we just want to thank everybody. We couldn't do any of this stuff without just people that go above and beyond. Carlisle Company every one of you that's got involved in a big way, this is how it's worked. Come on down, let's see what the organization does. Let's go to the schools. Let's see how impactful this is. Let's talk about these stories. And then they just say yes. Carlisle Company has given over $1 million to this program. Thank you, Carlisle Company, Chris Koch, Kevin Zimmel, everybody at Carlisle Company. And beyond that, we bring students to the Carlisle Company to have job fairs. They show up for work lunches and mentor lunches. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is a good segue to get into some honor that we do every year, and it's called the Hope Holder Award. And we've had some really special people. Can you roll that to our list of people? So in 2017, Shasta Pools, and Shasta, another big sponsor of ours, they went above and beyond for the organization, and they got this special award. And it's Tom Lehman leads the charge, and we sit around and we kind of talk about all the really good things that these people have done. 2018, it was Carlisle Company and Chris Koch. I was very honored and surprised, Jazmine, in 2019 when she called me up there. Bob and Phyllis Barbie, who were really the pioneers that started this last year or in 2020. And then we had Western New Mexico University in Al Molina last year for some incredible things. And so thinking about this award this year, there's so many people that just continue to support more and more and more. And this year, this is a gentleman that has, he probably knows now because I've been beating on him to get here tonight. Very, very special person. It's Ray Barton of Great Clips. And Ray, from the first time that we introduced him to Elevate Phoenix, said, what do you need? What can I do to help? And this is something that we hear from so many people. And he means it. He was a sponsor, and then he brought a golf team, and then he bid on something. And then we had this idea, we were getting creative. We did a nationally televised Father's Day match for a cause. Hey, Ray, what do you think about this? What do you think about sponsoring this? I'm in. And he did that year after year after year. Just one of the really, really, really good guys. Ray Barton, come on up here. You want to say something? Okay. I'll tell you something else that Ray has done. We asked him to get in front of a camera and talk about Elevate Phoenix. And I can't tell you how many times we've had him do this, but he's one take Ray. I mean, it just is perfect each time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
Don't go anywhere. So while we're all here, everybody grab a drink, whatever's in front of you, whether it be water, wine, beer, whatever. We're going to do a toast, elevate, celebrate. So we're celebrating men like Ray Barton. We're celebrating our students. We're celebrating our alumni. We're celebrating our staff. We're celebrating this whole universe that makes Elevate Phoenix so successful. So here's to Elevate Phoenix. Cheers. Cheers. Thanks. Cheers. All right, so thank you everybody, and appreciate all the support. I'm now going to turn this evening over to somebody who really knows what he's doing. So I've got a dear friend named Brad Perry. We all know Brad Perry. Good morning, Arizona. Good morning, San Diego.
Hi, sorry. Do you mind reading this intro for me?
Oh, I can read that.
Can you do an intro? Here, I brought a little intro for you. Can you read that? Okay,
Right.
That's my
It
intro.
says, he worked the midnight shift and then got in a fight with a guy who was trying to steal.
No,
that was the other.
That's
Brad
the other
Perry.
one. Yeah, that's the other one.
That was the guy on top of the
Yes.
the Google thing.
We won't talk about that one.
Okay.
But there goes my introduction. Go ahead.
All right. I would like to introduce your MC for the night. He is a young man who has played a big part in my golf professional career. Without his smile each morning when I turn on the TV, I wouldn't make it to the driving range to work on my golf game. Okay? Being a two-time Emmy Award-winning host, I was lucky he just wasn't jet-setting off to some exotic place to help someone like The Rock or someone like that work out or teaching Bono a new song. I mean, he did drop his lunch and dinner with George Clooney and Julia Roberts to be here. And by the way, he knows none of them. And he doesn't have that many Southwest credits either.
That wasn't on. Okay, go on. That wasn't on there. Go ahead.
That wasn't? Okay.
No.
Okay, there's so much that I could say about this guy, but we don't have enough time, and tonight is not about him. Let us welcome to the stage a dear and close friend who I've only met just a matter of a couple hours ago. So please stand and give the host of AZTV Channel 7's Arizona Daily Mix, Brad Perry, a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. That's all from the bottom of his heart. I can't believe that. That is so amazing. But I am so excited to be here. I'm so all glad that you're here. It's about celebration. And everyone goes, well, how'd you get involved? Well, I got involved because Tom's wife, actually, if you guys know how pretty much she is, they invited me last year. I kind of knew a little bit about Elevate Phoenix, but I didn't know. And it was like almost they sucker you in, don't they? They sucker you in. Like Tom and his wife say, come on over to the event and enjoy yourself and see what goes on. Then you start hearing about the success stories. You hear about going on. Then you're really involved. And then they stick Jazmine over on you. And you're locked in. But on the truth is that it is the stories that you hear and what they're doing. And that's what got me. I am very lucky to have mentors, even to this day, that guide me through my career, through my life. I was lucky to have that in high school. I was one of those lucky kids to have all that. And we know there's students out there that don't. And you'll hear a story tonight of someone who was lost, who was going down a different path, and getting involved with Elevate Phoenix helps it. And that's what we're here tonight. We're here about celebrating them, celebrating all of you for doing all this. But it is contagious now. For those who are new here, when you leave out and you meet the students that are here, you saw how you got greeted when you came in. That's amazing, having the students out there greeting you like that. But it's brought me in, and I hope tonight it continue all doing this. But to hear these stories, to hear these kids, because I was a morning news person, and what I heard about these kids was not what I want to hear. We hear about one of them dying, one of them being arrested, one on a shootout and stuff. And that's not what I wanted to see these kind of kids, these inner city kids doing. And when Elevate Phoenix got involved, it has slowed down. We're seeing graduation rates. We're seeing kids doing more. And that's what it's about tonight. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna get in and out here very quickly. We could do it right now. If anybody wants to drop, $1 million, we can be out the door. I have no problem with that, Listen, we take checks, credit cards, Venmo, PayPal. I don't know what other kids are using also, whatever the kids are using too. My kids use Venmo. We can take that. So if you just want, Tom, you in? Yeah? Crypto. Oh, crypto. Bitcoin and crypto. Well, we'll have a long talk. We'll get one of the kids to talk to you, okay? Yeah. But we are excited to have you for tonight. Also, we want to thank Bonfire Tempe, who's actually streaming with us live. So let's shout out to them right now. They are, yes, there they are. They're in Tempe, first time live streaming, which is so awesome. So at this time, as we are looking at the screens and looking at them, I'd love for you to turn to the screens and hear this little story about Dr. G.
Hello, Elevate Phoenix community and supporters. I am proud to serve as superintendent of Phoenix Union, and I'm just as proud to be a continued partner and supporter and champion for Elevate Phoenix. We've been in partnership since 2010. We began with one class and 35 students and now have served thousands of students. We're currently in 3 schools, Camelback, Chavez, Maryville. We're very excited that we will soon announce a 4th school. We want to continue to grow this partnership. Ultimately, we would love to be in every Title I school, would love to see Elevate Phoenix all across our district, because Elevate aligns so deeply to our values and who we are. In Phoenix Union, we make a promise to our community that we will create schools of opportunity that welcome, love, and inspire all of our children to go places and do things that matter. And Elevate Phoenix believes just the same. We are to welcome our children. We're to love every single one of them and meet them where they are at. And we are to inspire and equip them to go to do great things beyond high school. Again, we are extremely committed to this partnership, very proud of the efforts of Elevate Phoenix, and we look forward to an incredible future of Phoenix Union and Elevate Phoenix serving our children and our community together.
How great's that? That's what we're talking about. Okay, I hope you're ready. I hope you had coffee. I hope you had Gatorade. I hope you had Red Bull or anything, because when these 2 ladies hit the stage, be ready. You are. This is more energy than I have with my kids or anybody. Like, this is just crazy. All right, so kids know, everyone's laughing, everyone knows. Ladies and gentlemen, please be prepared for a great presentation from our Executive Director, Elevate Phoenix, Miss D, and Development Director. I'm looking at the screen there. Oh, that helps. Development Director, Jazmine Hall.
I got it. I'm running.
Yes, I got it. Oh my
You
God.
wanted energy.
Oh, I
You
know.
wanted
I'm
energy?
sorry. Wow.
I just want to make sure you got the energy. You
Yeah,
felt
I felt it.
Okay.
You know what? Go ahead and use Tom's crypto money, whatever we need. We
That's
got it. So.
perfect. Wow. Thank you so very much, Brad. D.
Yes.
Did you see all these people standing up?
I did.
Oh,
So very grateful.
My goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
Thank you guys. Thank you, every single one of you, for taking the time to be here with us Thanksgiving week. What?
Yes, that's amazing. On a Sunday night. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my gosh. Well, Miss D, you know, everybody who knows me knows I love analogies.
Yes, she does.
And I like to equate our kids to something, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So every single person should have a pencil on your table, and not the program pencil, but an actual pencil. Now that pencil is from one of our kids. We had all of our kids write a note of encouragement, and Ms. D will get into that in a minute. But this is the thing. Our kids, just like a pencil, you guys, have to go through a resharpening period to be useful, right? Now, if I could imagine myself being a pencil and it has to be sharpened up, I can imagine that's very painful. But that's what it takes to be a useful pencil. And so when you think about the heartache, and none of us get to escape hard times, and all of us have to go through challenging times. But as you think, as we go through those things, just like a pencil has an eraser, we can erase those things and make sure that we are able to make right those wrongs for the future. And that's what you're investing in tonight, is a pencil. Every time you pick up a pencil, I want you to think about an Elevate Phoenix kid, because they are the ones being sharpened by you, by your investments. They are the ones who are going to make sure that they are going to impact and change our entire world. And talking about changing our entire world, Miss D,
Yes.
this whole thing got started with like one class
One class.
and like 28 kids.
at Chavez.
How about you tell people your why, and then let's go into why we're here to celebrate.
Absolutely. So just to share a little bit about myself, my childhood is in inner city Detroit. So if any of you guys know where that space is, it is urban environment. We'll just say that, right? In the urban world. I'm gonna do a little shout out. She don't even know I'm gonna do it, but my mom is here tonight.
Yeah, mama!
I'm gonna have her stand just for a second. There she is.
Woohoo! Mama Sanders in the house. Yes.
So I owe so much of who I am to this woman
Yes.
and to my father. They're very present parents. I'm the oldest of 7, and they did that. And just for our house in Detroit to be the house that everybody wanted to go to, all the kids in the neighborhood, hey, can all those kids come out and play? To be in that space where a crack house was the house next door to us. And we had parameters. Don't go past Miss Bass' house. Don't go past that corner. All that to say, like, that's my start. That's my beginnings. But that's not where I end. And so just knowing what that atmosphere looks like, I know what our kids go through. And so I started off as a teacher in Phoenix. My hands were a little tied because teachers are amazing, but we can only do so much. And so when Elevate came along, I got to mix all my loves together. I got to see the kids in the academic space, but then I got to do life with them. Because I think when you walk along somebody and you do life with them, there's a whole lot more that can happen out of that. And so I've been a recipient of people pouring into me. I started off in that space. I started off as the first teacher mentor at Chavez with 28 kids. We now serve annually 5,000.
Yes. That's a celebration right there. Over 5,000?
Over 5,000 from our babies in kinder all the way through high school, post graduation into living adulting. How about that? Adulting.
They're here with
right?
us now.
Yes. All that to say is that I have people pour into me. And that's exactly who our teacher mentors are. They pour into our kids, and not just the 8 to 5, let me clock in, let me clock out. They catch those calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. Those kids that say, hey, I'm stranded, I need a ride, can you pick me up? Hey, I just got into a fight, I need somewhere to stay. Those situations and scenarios are real. And our staff is amazing. I wouldn't trade them in. Don't try to catch them, guys. Our teacher mentors are amazing. They are the heartbeat of what we do. And so just sharing like my space and where I'm in now, it was never a let me climb the ladder to get to where I am. It was always a calling of who I am and what I want to give to others and how I want to bring other youth alongside. I want to be one of those change agents that pour into our kids. Those are the ones that are going to be making decisions for us in the future, right? So we want to hopefully pour some good things into them so they're making good choices and good decisions. And so all that to say, like in my space now, serving as the executive director, that's still my heart. That's what I want to do. I don't strive for this for any kind of position of title, because that's not who I am. And kids, they need the real you to walk alongside them. And so mentors, I've had them in my life, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And so just like I'm a testament to that, that's exactly what I want to be for others. And so does our teacher mentors. So just a little bit about.
And this is why I will fall on a sword, jump in front of a bus. I don't care what it is for this woman. Let me tell you guys, like seriously, at 17 years old, I had a mentor walk into my life, and it changed my trajectory of my entire future. My mentor turned around, helped me graduate. They helped me to go on to college. They helped me to get a house. They helped me to get married to that fine gentleman over there. Oh, I'm sorry. And not only did she help guide me, she turned around and told me about this amazing organization that I just needed to see, because she did life with me and she knew me inside and out, what we would do for free. And ladies and gentlemen, that mentor is my boss today. Ms. Dalila Gamper was my high school mentor.
She dated me a little bit, y'all.
But she's only like 2 seconds older than me. Yeah, no. But Ms. D, let's get back to why we're here.
Yes.
We are celebrating for a reason. So you said you started that first class when there was only 28 kids.
28 kids.
But now they are over 5,000.
Yes.
Man, Bob, Phyllis, Tom, did you guys realize this is what this was going to look like 12 years ago? Man. Okay, so we have some principals in the room from all of our schools. So I see, we got Cesar Chavez in the house. Whoop, whoop. We got Camelback in the house. What's up? We even got Maryville in the house. Whoop, whoop. Miss D, I heard a rumor. Is this rumor true?
It might be.
Did you guys hear this rumor? Did you guys hear a rumor?
There just might be a new school we're hopping into next year.
We
okay,
are
not even
opening
might.
a new-
Okay, we are. It's not even might.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
happening.
it's happening. You guys are opening our 4th school next year
Yes.
because of you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And can I say, like, that's our 4th high school, but we have elementary schools that we pour into that go into that program, into the pipeline. So all together, we're serving 6 schools right now, and it will be 8 next year.
Yes. So when those counselors at those schools hear about what we do and we come into a school, they're taking these kids who are dropping out at 52%. And so that means if we don't step in, it's a last case ditch effort. But we get to do life, like Ms. D said, we get to do life with our kids and change the whole outcomes. And you get to even meet a few of them sitting at your tables. So Ms. D, when they're dropping out at 52% and go through our program, what are they graduating at?
98%. Not to brag, but celebrating, right? 98%. Come on.
What? 98%? Are you serious right now?
Yes,
Come
98,
on.
girl. 98.
Okay, wait. Okay, so they're graduating, and these kids are like first generational high school graduates.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. And they're graduating at 98%. So when they go on and they're like, oh my gosh, we graduated high school, that's great. What do they do after?
So they have options.
Options are good.
So
I like options.
we don't stop at graduation. That's one big feat, right? That's
Yeah,
one thing.
that's one.
But we want them to be successful in life, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we encourage them in college.
College.
So we say, college isn't for everybody, right? But like I tell my kids, you can't tell me you don't like something till you try it first, right? So we get them in a try space, right? So college is one. If it's not college, maybe it's the military. Maybe they're interested in the military. We'll get them connected in whatever branch they want to be a part of.
Okay.
If it's not that, maybe it's just the workforce. But not just starting and being in a job that's going to be dead end. Some place that's going to give them opportunities to grow.
Be able to support a family.
And if that fourth space, if it's not any of those, it's either a certificate program or a trade school.
The trades are making more than we are right now.
They really are.
Listen, you trades, let's go. So wait a minute. So if our kids graduate and they continue on to a college, they go to a trader certificate, they go to the military or workforce. So are you trying to tell me 100% of our kids have a post-secondary plan?
100% have a post-secondary plan. Come on.
100%.
That's something to celebrate.
So Ms. D.
Yes, ma'am.
That means our entire community. So when we say Elevate Phoenix and Elevate Celebrates, that's what we're celebrating, you guys.
Yes.
That is what we're celebrating. So last thing. Our teacher mentors.
Yes.
We
Amazing.
hire people that are just like us, who was living in it, was in the hood, right alongside.
Yes.
But how often are they available to our kids?
They are available 24/7. So remember I told you guys those 2 o'clock calls? We've had kids stay with us, y'all, for real. And our thing is that we want to come alongside. So it's not even taking a place of a parent or anything like that. We want to come alongside parents. We want to come alongside the schools. We want to come alongside everyone who is helping pour into that youth. We're just one of those change agents. And it starts when they're young. Like I said, we have programs starting at kinder, our programming starting at 2nd grade, all the way through.
Man. Well, all I know, hey, Brad, come here, Brad. Brad, come here. You heard about all these amazing things that we are doing. And, you good? You ready?
I'm good. I'm ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
all right.
I'm ready.
When we say that we want to take over the world, I mean,
it's happening.
This right here is how we do it.
You got it. You know it.
So all I'm saying is none of this is possible without every single one of you. So when we asked everybody to stand up, whether it was our title sponsors, thank you, Golly Plastic Surgery. If it was Ray Barton of Gray Clips, if it was the Woodenberg family, oh my gosh, thank you. We love you.
Yes.
If it wasn't for the Tarabis, if it wasn't for our board members, our teachers, we couldn't do all these things that we're doing.
Absolutely.
No, and the students. We can't forget about them.
Yeah.
Our
We can't.
alumni.
Our alumni.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Everybody give you all of yourselves a round of applause. Everybody.
Woo! Woo! I'm tired,
Brad,
but I'm ready to
don't
go.
get tired.
No, I'm not. Keep it up. I'm ready to
I
go.
thought you had a Red Bull, no?
I need one now. I need 4 or 5 of them. You got it going because this room is ready.
Listen.
This
Brad,
is ready.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is this was packed out. So we try to sell out here, right? And so instead, this year, we said we're not going to do a or. Pandemic taught us that we know how to transition well, huh, Ms. D?
Yes, let's go.
So what we said is for the folks that can be here in the room, we need you.
Yes.
But we're trying to take it a step further. We're about to have a whole live watch party.
Yes. Taking a whole nother. You mentioned I said about Bonfire Tempe, right? I said that. The first time
David
this is happening.
Lindsley,
This is awesome that they're doing this. And they got people out there. They're going to be part of the auction and stuff. They want to shout them. Where is Coco? Where's my man Coco? Coco, come on up here. Coco
Yes.
from our Phoenix Suns.
Hi,
Coco.
Coco.
Here, I'll take yours. I had a script written out for you.
Did you?
I had a script written out for you.
For you to introduce you?
For you to introduce
Do you
me.
want me to
Yes,
do-
fine.
All right. He was a young man, 2-time 4-winner NBA champion. Is that all right, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes,
Coming to the
that's close,
stage.
That's close.
Taught Tom Chambers everything he knows on and off the court. Ladies and gentlemen, Coco!
Brad, we're gonna get out.
You guys go. We got
too much
this.
fun.
We got this.
We're
We're
gonna handle this.
Coco, how you doing, man?
I'm living the dream, man. I mean, how can I do bad with beautiful people like this in front of me?
Beautiful people, and of course, not only that, but we are doing it all because of the students, because we're celebrating. We're
Indeed.
celebrating this room is what we're doing, but also we're
Indeed.
celebrating Bonfire Tempe. But
Oh.
what's really cool is this is the first time streaming this. So you know what that means? That means these people can call their friends for next year and have their own watch party at their own bars, restaurants, houses, or anything like that to raise more money, because that's what it's all about, and that's what we're doing. Am I right?
You're right.
So
You're right. Can we have number mic
four?
4 on, please? Mic 4, please.
The microphone?
There we go. There we go. Yeah, and just like
That-
you said, you can do this. We are streaming. This is the first time that we've ever done it, and we can't thank Bonfire enough for participating in this.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for this. Oh, it's working now. There you go. There you go. So
I'm taking that personally.
Anybody see my jelly beans?
I love singing for you. So, but we're very thankful for them being out there. They're going to be, of
Hello,
course,
everyone.
checking in. We're going to see what's going on. I don't know how do we do check in? Is there a camera out there? We can.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for having us. I'm David Lindsley, the chef and owner of Bonfire, and I'm sitting here with the algorithm artist Michael Curtis, and we are extremely proud and honored to be a part of the Elevate Phoenix family and to be hosting this live watch party tonight. Today, we are donating 4 items for the silent auction that are now up for bid for you guys. First is a guided bass fishing charter, where the winning bidder will win a lake with pro bass fisherman Conrad Demix. Conrad owns Fishin' 48. That's here local. They specialize in trophy bass fishing and will provide a fully equipped tournament bass boat with all the best equipment for your fishing enjoyment. You will also receive snacks, drinks, and a photo to commemorate all your huge catches. We will promise you to have a blast, and you will catch lots of fish, and that is for up to 2 people, $1,000 value. Next, we have another day at the lake, but this time it will be for some very lucky Elevate Phoenix children and their parents. The winning bidder for this item will donate back to Elevate Phoenix a fun-filled day at Lake Pleasant, where these families will enjoy a luxury pontoon boat rent, catered lunch, drinks, swimming, and even some tube surfing. Next, we have another donated item that the winning bidder will donate back to Elevate Phoenix. Only this time, it is for an entire classroom and their parents. This will include a fully catered dinner, unlimited free gameplay inside our amazing private event center and game room. This gift will accommodate up to 60 students, their parents, friends, and family, and will be hosted right here at Bonfire Tempe. Finally, we are donating a cruise for the cause. The winning bidder will receive a half-day boat rental aboard a luxury pontoon boat, a fully guided tour of Lake Pleasant, complete with champagne, adult beverages, snacks. The tour will end with an unbelievable sunset on the water, and then after sunset, you will then receive an exquisite 3-course dinner prepared by me, my staff, and Bonfire, and the dinner will be served aboard a luxury yacht on top of a rooftop deck overlooking the entire lake. It will be truly an amazing night for you and your guests. So those 4 items are up for bid here at Bonfire. We have flyers that are on our table. We are really excited to be a part of the Elevate Phoenix family. This is our first year doing this, and I believe this is only the beginning. We are a community-based company. We're here in Tempe. I'm a Sun Devil myself. Michael brought this to us, and we're really proud to be a part of the Elevate family, and we look forward to the biggest things in the future.
Man, and again, it's been a really cool to partner up with Dave and Bonfire. This is my 2nd year. I'm the artist that did the Fitzgeralds, and I just really want to thank Fitzgerald for signing and being a part of all of this. And it's just all about the kids to see what Elevate's doing with the artwork and what it's raising, and to see where the money's going. It's just been, I'm just speechless with it all. Just to, to actually see where this all goes and to see how this all happens and the people that's involved with this. It's been a great partnership. Can't wait to see what we do next year. Bet on that Fitzgerald. It's a good one.
Thank you, Tom, and the wonderful people of Elevate Phoenix for allowing us to be a part of this amazing event. We look forward to meeting you all tomorrow at the golf tournament from Bonfire. I'm David Lindsley.
I'm Michael Curtis.
Thank you all and see you soon.
All right.
That's amazing.
The best part I love is that there's a way that you can give back to the students in the way of that fishing trip, because a lot of these kids have probably never been out to the water, never been on a boat, never been able to fish, and to have that experience will definitely send them on another path of maybe wanting to, of course, be a fisherman. They make lots of money.
Absolutely. And you know what, Brad? I was one of those kids. You know, growing up without a mother and a father in a household, no one ever said, hey, you're doing really well, or gave me any kind of confidence. Imagine being a young man, a kid with no confidence. Well, I grew up to be a high school student that had even less confidence. And I remember the first time somebody gave me a compliment, they said, hey, you did really good at that. And for me to be 57 years old and remember the first, yes.
He just said he's 57.
And for me to remember that, I mean, it was that impactful.
Since I'm 79.
Well, hey, look.
I want to thank the doctor. Where's, of course, thank you. Thank you for all your wonderful work. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen, we should say that a compliment to someone that doesn't have much in their life, it goes a long way. I've traveled this world many times. I've worked with Tom Chambers, unfortunately, for many, many years with the Phoenix Suns.
Tom is in the front row. They gave you the wrong seat,
I didn't even see you right there, Tom. I didn't know you were here today. I'm sorry. Would any of that have happened if I didn't have a group of people like you that notices that this gentleman, this person, is a being that needs love? Would I be here?
Yeah, that's it right there. And that's what we're here tonight celebrating. We're going to take a little break in a minute here in us up here. Once you continue eating, we'll come back up. But again, if you see the students around as you're mingling around, just say hi to them. They're here for you. And students, you're here too to mingle and say hello to all of them out here, because that's what it's about. And that's what we're here celebrating. Let's get Jasmine and Miss D some water, because they're going to be coming back up here again. We know what's going to happen now. But I hope you all enjoy yourself. We're going to take a little break from us up here. You continue eating. Bonfire, thank you very much. They're in Tempe. Thank you for what you're doing, all of you out here doing. So.
understand what that feels like. It's not so fun being sharpened, but I know it's going to be better for my good. It's going to benefit me. And so with that, we do the same for our kids. So we do some of the sharpening that they don't like us for sometimes. And they look hindsight, because I think, hindsight is 20/20, right? So our kids look back and they're like, oh, that's why they did that. Or they loved me enough to tell me that, or to tell me truth, or to walk alongside life with me. And so when I say walk alongside life, it's not just the good times. It's the good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly, all of that. And so I want to introduce one of those students to you. He was in my second class in 2010, in the fall of 2010. And I just love him. You know, one of those kids that they just gonna cut up in your class and I ain't having it? That was this kid. And so I'm like, I'm gonna love you enough, I'm gonna love you hard so that we're gonna bring you through this, right? So we call all of our kids that come to our class, we call them leaders right off the bat. Now, some of them like to lead in other spaces, so we like to redirect the attention. So this was one of those cases. His name is Brian. He is near and dear to my heart. He started off with us as a sophomore in high school, and I'm gonna bring him up because I love him. So Brian, come on up.
How you doing, man?
A little nervous up here, but
A little nervous?
I'm doing well.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch microphones, so you take that one. That way we can talk here a little bit. And I was gonna run you through the interview here a little bit so people can get to know you a little bit. I had a chance to see your story, which was amazing. Let's just go back a little bit about when you were younger and how you were going down the wrong path.
Yeah, so right before finding Elevate, I was growing up in a home where my mom was working a minimum job wage, probably making 50 cents more at the time at a warehouse. And she was working nonstop hours, never home. And during that time, there was no guidance in my home. My dad was recently deported. And being a young adult at that time, I was looking for guidance in a community, you can say, right? And the only community that I went to was my friends who were actually doing bad things at the time, selling drugs, Grand Theft Auto, things in that nature. And I quickly decided that school was not going to be for me just because I didn't see any hope in school. Myself, I didn't have citizenship or anything like that. So to me, I decided that, screw school, right? Excuse my French, but it wasn't for me. And I needed a community and a place to call home. And I found that with a bunch of troubled teenagers at that time. And, I remember being at like a crack house, like Dee said, right? Late hours and just opening doors, handing out packages to, you call them customers. And it's just, that was the upbringing that I was going to.
Well, you just said something important, that you got into a class with other troubled students at Elevate Phoenix, that you could say. How did that help you being in that environment now with these kids who kind of like knew what you're going through, but also having a teacher, a mentor saying, I'm going to be with you?
I think a lot of us in that we were the second class, right? So I think a lot of us were still looking at these mentors as they were bluffing, right? I mean, we've been bluffed our entire careers, our entire lives growing up by teachers. And I didn't know if it was genuine. I didn't know if it was. I kept challenging them that what they were doing is all fake. Like, you don't care about me after this. Like, after I leave this class or high school, I'm never gonna hear from these people. But they did. When they say that they build life and that they're available 24/7 for you, they really are, right? To this day, I can text Dee and I know she'll answer. I can text Jazz, I can text Amanda, they'll answer, because they're family at this point, right? Yeah. So being in that environment, that class, I felt like we were all in the same mindset, that it was bluff. So we would just challenge them day in and day out, but they always saw the good in us and called us leaders. And then they challenged us to actually teach those same life skills that they were teaching us to younger kids. And that's the beautiful part about the program. You go down to, kids in 3rd, 4th grade, and when you show up, I mean, it's like they're just, to us, we're just a class, but to them, we're walking like we were Devin Booker, Steve Nash, right? Like their eyes light up,
Yeah.
and they're like, "That's my big brother from Chavez,
Yeah.
right?" Coming up, and it was beautiful, and I think that's where I found my early love on helping.
Yeah. And that's the thing about this. He said it like, I thought they were going to forget about me. Thought they were just going to push me off to the side, like they tell you, like sometimes happens. But I think the great thing about it, they asked you, what do you love? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What do you want in the future? And I'm going to give a little secret away, and then I'll let him tell the story. But the one thing he wanted was to provide for his mother. That was the main thing right there. So what I think everybody wants to, but if you don't have the tools to do that, how are you going to do it? Well, Elevate Phoenix had it happen, because let's go now forward to what you got going on now, man. What's up with you now?
And today, I run a successful mortgage, a branch at a mortgage company. I ended up hiring 2 of my best friends. They're sitting here today. And I feel like it's a place where I'm able to give back. Those who know, I mean, real estate is it's been very lucrative the last couple of years, and I'm very blessed that God put me in that position, because with that, I've been able to open up our opportunities for my 2 best friends that I grew up with, my brother. I've been able to give back and help my mom financially as well. I mean,
wait, you just didn't help. Don't pan that over a little bit, because she's right here.
Yeah, she's
stand up, Mom,
right
really
here.
quick. Stand up for us. Because the other part of the story is with Mom, and Mom knowing that someone has your child. If all those who have kids, I have kids. If you know someone has your child and they're going to guide them the right way, things are going to be good. And leaving it up to someone to do that is very hard as a parent. And also hearing all the lies that they've had before, because it's not just the kid who's hearing the lies, the parents do too in some of these inner cities. So for them to hear that, you did something special for Mom. What'd you do?
My mom right now, she doesn't have to rent a home anymore. My brother and I were able to get her a home. And it's, sorry.
It's all right, man. It's all right. This is
no,
awesome.
but I do want to say that my mom did the best that she could growing up. Right? She worked a job that most people wouldn't take. When people say, "Oh man, immigrants are taking their jobs or whatever," my mom worked a really, really hard job that was paying 50 cents above minimum wage. And I remember she came one day and she talked about getting a 10-cent raise, and it was the biggest thing. And somehow she was able to put 2 kids by herself through high school, put food on the table, put a roof over our head. And I'm glad that I'm just blessed that I'm able to give back to her in that way.
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
And it's only the beginning, though. That's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning. And I have to also mention too, I know we're going to wrap up here because we got some other things going on here, but I do want to say one thing that he's doing that's amazing too. You give back to where you started, and that gave you the start. Tell them kind of like what you do too with the program with Elevate Phoenix.
So with Elevate Phoenix, I'm involved with the alumni. We do workshop classes on teaching first-time home buyers and credit building with a lot of the younger students on how to become homeowners and how they can use real estate to hopefully one day become financially free, or at least get put a roof over their head. On top of that, my team and I, we vow to donate per loan that we close to start a scholarship called the Opportunity Scholarship. That last.
There it is.
Thank you. The scholarship is meant to help the other Bryams in classes, because I'm one of a million of those kids that have the same story. My story is probably not the worst one. I've heard kids losing their their parents to cancer and other things such as that. But people like D, Jazz, and every other mentor that as part of this program allows them to push forward. So I'm hoping that our scholarship is able to open the doors for someone as well, just like me.
I love
one
it.
day.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, please.
And can I say so far, it's been $6,100 that he has put into that scholarship fund.
6,000, wow. So tonight, if anybody's looking to get a house, please stop by and see him. You know, if you work all over the place, right? So Arizona, Texas, California.
Arizona, Texas, California, any state really. I mean,
yeah, we got you. So anybody,
He's got you.
I saw a couple of $38 million houses up there. You know what I'm saying? If they can close on that, we'd be good. So
Can I also say too, Brian serves on our development board. So he is real about wanting to give back.
So give a big round of applause. There he is. So. Did great. All right. Okay. That's what we're about here. Celebrating tonight. Celebrating. That's our success stories. That's what's so awesome with all of you out here right now. Now, the person to help us continue this on is an amazing young lady. She is incredible. She has actually coined the phrase, or well, thanks to Alice Cooper, an auctiontainer. Not an auctioneer, auctiontainer. And she goes by one name, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome our auctiontainer tonight, Letish.
Dude, I love you. Give it up for Brad Perry, please. Brad and I go way back. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Guys, if you can, there we go. Sweet spot on the mic. Hey, one more time for Braham, please, and for his mom and his family, please. Incredible. All right, I don't like hanging up on stages. I like coming down with the people. We're gonna have some fun, then none of you are safe. So if I don't see your bid, Lizzie, make some noise. Hunter, make some noise. Tamara, make some noise. Welcome to your all-female auction team, comprised of single mothers and their daughters. So, in this bag in the middle of your table are your bidder numbers. Please take them out. Your name is on your bidder card in the middle of that bag. You're going to need that bidder card here tonight. So take a moment to dig in that bag, find your bidder number, because we have 9 live auction items for you tonight. Are we good, guys, on that sound? All right, everybody get him out. Where's Rick Riley? Where's Rick sitting? Hey, Tom. Where's Rick? Tom Lehman, Mr. Lehman. Where's Rick? Where's Rick sitting? There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get your attention for a minute? Hold on. Shh. I'm a big fan of this guy that I'm about to sell. So hold on for a second. Hold on. Shh. This is a man like, okay, I know Rich Eisen, all right? And I've been working alongside of him and a bunch of other people because I've been doing Pat Summerall's event at the Super Bowl for 12 years when he was still with us. I've never seen Rich Eisen get quite so flustered, except for this man. Now, I don't know about you, but when you get this time of year and you get that letter in the mail where someone tells you all about their year, from their dog to their kids to their vacations, and sums it up in a letter. And I think, I think you could do better. I think you could be honest. So could you imagine if you have a man that makes Rich Eisen a little flustered, 15 books author. This man is the only sports writer, 11 times National Sports Writer of the Year, okay? Oh, 11 times. You should give him that's a big deal. He's the only one. 15 books. But like Tom said, he doesn't really follow the rules. So he's going to write your holiday letter for you. I'm talking about Rick Riley. He's here with us tonight. He is in the National Sports Writer and Sportscasters Hall of Fame. He is the man, the myth, the legend, all the way from Sports Illustrated to ESPN, and he is with us here tonight as our celebrity guest. Give it up for Rick Riley. Rick, I want to give you the mic for a minute. I want you to tell them what they can expect when you write their year in review for the holiday.
I will make your family sound more interesting than the Kardashians.
I have no doubt you will. So this man is going to write your holiday letter. Yeah, this is happening. Get ready, folks. I hope I'm on that mailing list because it's going to be good. Tom and Melissa, that would be fun for you. So here we go. Opening bid for your first item is $1,000. Rick Riley writing your holiday letter. That is a absolute once in a lifetime opportunity. Here we go. 1,000 going to be now 1,000 here, you put it 5. 1,000 going to be now 15, going to be now 1,000, you put it 15. 15 in the back, you put it 2,000. Guys, bring me up on that mic a little bit and make some noise. 15 going to be now 2. 2,000, you put it 1,500, you put it $2,000. I've got 15 in the back right, you put it 2. 2,000, you put it 2,000, going to be now $2,000. 1,500 in the back right, going to be now 2. 2,000, yes, 2,000 with Tom, going to be now 25. 25, you put it 2,000, going to be now 25. 2,000, going to be now 25, you put it 5, you put it 2, you put it 5. 2,000, going to be now 25. 25. Last chance. 2,500 once. Twice. This is going to be a good Christmas letter. I hope I'm on that mailing list. Sold. 2,000 to Tom and Melissa Lehman right there. Lots to write about. A lot to write about. Tom, we don't need your bidder number. Tom, what is your bidder number? I'm sure you have a bidder number. It's Tom Lehman, but okay. 003. 003. I know, right? Are we having a good time? Yes, me too. Now, for those of you that know, Tom designs a few golf courses around the world, and one of them happens to be in Valentine, out in the middle of the Midwest, Nebraska. Now, the Prairie Golf Club comprises of 3 golf courses. We're inviting 4 of you, giving you $500 gift card towards your travel for 2 nights and 3 days of unlimited golf. All you want to play. 3 courses. Hold on. Shh. Our friend Tom, along with Chris Brands, designed that first one. 8,000 yard from the tip out. Incredible course. It is voted. This is the Dunes course. Number 92 out of 100 in Golf Magazine. Number 18 out of 50 of top courses in the Midwest. That's one of the courses. Hold on. Shh. Graham Marsh designed the second one, the Pines course. This one is a public course, voted number 21 out of the 100 public courses. The last is the horse course. A lot of fun. My kind of golf, 10 holes. So 10 holes, no tee boxes, totally my kind of golf. A lot of fun. We're going to give you 2 rooms for the night, 2 nights, 3 days, breakfast every day, and unlimited golf. So ladies and gentlemen, and $500 goes right back in your pocket towards travel. It's worth about $6,000. Here we go. Opening bid, 2,000. 4 of you. 2,000, you're able to 2, going to be now $2,000. 2,000, you're able to 2. You guys are golf fans, aren't you? 2,000 going to be now 2, you're able to 25. 2,000 going to be now 25. 2,000, you're able to 25, and you're 25, you're able to 3. 3,000 going to be now $3,000. I've got 25, going to be now 3. 3,000, you're able to 3, you're able to 35. 35, Hunter, you're out. 35, you're able to 3,000, going to be now 35, you're able to 4. 4,000, you're able to 35, you're able to 4. 35, 4,000 back, you're able to 45. 45, you're able to 4,000, going to be now 45. 4,000 in the back, 45. 4,500. 45, 45, 5,000, 4,500, you're able to 5, 5 in the back, you're able to 55, 5,005, you're able to 6, 6,000, now 5, 5, you're able to 6,000, he's in at 6, 65, 65, going 7, 7,000, you're able to 65, now 7, you're able to 75, 75, you're able to 8, 8,000, you're able to 8,000, 75, going 8, 8,000, going 85, 85, going 9, 9,000, you're able to 85, now 9, 9,000, going 95, 95, you're able to 9, you're able to 5, 95, 95, going 10,000, 95, 10,000, 10,5, 10,000, going to be now 10,5, 10,000, you're able to 10,5, 10,5, yes, 11,000, yes, 11,5, 11,000, going to be 11,5, 11,500, once, 11,500. They're talking it over. Yes, 11,500 going 12. 12,000. 12,500. 12,500. You're able to 12. You're able to 12,500. 12,500. 12,000 going to be now 12,500. Last chance. 12,500 once. 12,500 twice. Jazmine, no sudden movements right now. Very tense moment. No more Red Bull. No more. Last chance at 12,500. Phyllis, what do you say? She's in. Are you in? Yes, she's in. 13, 12, 13. He's in. 13-5. I think this is going to keep going until someone just shouts out a really big number. 13-5. 13 going to be now 13-5. Once. 13-5. Twice. Are you done? It has been sold. $13,000. Bidder number 215. Give me a huge round of applause. I love it. I love it. People often tell me, how many people does it take for a successful auction? 2. So, Alfredo Molina's in the house with his beautiful wife, Renee. Give him a round of applause. Alfredo. Over 380 years, Molina Fine Jewelers, one of the most extraordinary and exquisite, but also it's the man behind that. Gracious, family, but personally, when he gives me these gift certificates, he's helped me raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for some of the most incredible charities in this valley. He's here with us tonight. He has a social calendar that would absolutely make the Kardashians jealous. And I can't believe he's at this event too, because he's everywhere. But give Alfredo and Renee a huge round of applause, please. So, the holidays are coming. In fact, they're here. Alfredo wants to give you $10,000 to come shop at Molina Fine Jewelers. So, $10,000, let's make it started at 3. Let's have fun with this. We're selling money. 3,000. 3,000 for 10. You could do the math on this one. This is easy. 3,000 gonna be now 3, you're to 35, you're to 35, you're to 4, you're to 45, you're to 5. 5,000, you're to 5,000. I've got 5,000 behind you. Gonna be now 55. 5,000, you're to 55. 55 gonna be now 6. 6,000, you're to 6,000. 5, you're to 6. 6,000 gonna be now 65. 65 at the back, you're to 65. Gonna be now 7,000. 65 going 7. 7,000, you're to 7. 7,000 gonna be now 75. 7,000 gonna be now 75. 75 you're to 7 gonna be now 75. 75 you're to 7,000 gonna be now 75. $7,500. 7,000 gonna be now 75. 75. 7,000. 75. Last chance 75. Right there. 8,000. 75 gonna be now 8. 8,000 you're to 8,000. 75 gonna be now 8. 75 going $8,000. 8,000 gonna be now 75. You're to 8. $8,000. 8,000. I've got, no, I'm right in here at 75. I'm with Lizzie. 75. 8,000. 8,000 going 85. 8,000, you're at 85. $8,500. 8,000 gonna be now 85. 8,000, you're at 85. 85. Once. All right. Hold up. Alfredo and Renee are giving me a look. So, that means they're at 8,000. I lost you at 75. And I lost you around 65 or so. If either one of you or anyone wants to put their hand in the air and match that 8,000, Alfredo will give each of you a $10,000 gift certificate. So I've got 8,000 over here. I know you don't want it, but anyone else that wants to raise their hand, you're basically saving $2,000 at Molina Fine Jewelers. There it is. Sold. $8,000. 208. Sold. $8,000. 242. Give me a huge round of applause and for Alfredo. Are we having a good time? All right. Up next. You know, it was pretty cool of David Lindley out there to do the bonfire watch party. I mean, could you imagine if more people were to do that and you start making a lot of money a lot of places? He mentioned this when he was on the video, but I'm going to tell you it a little bit better. Hold on. Super nice guy. Great chef. Actually a sportsman too. Hold on. He has 2 boats. They're his. These are his personal boats, okay? He wants to invite 8 of you. Now we're going to throw in $500 towards transportation. That way you could do like driver provider or great Uber or something like that. Because we want to bring you out to Lake Pleasant, not far at all, but he's going to take 8 of you on his 28-foot pontoon boat for a half day of cruising with hors d'oeuvres and wine and champagne and drinks and snacks. Then he's going to have that as the sun starts to go down, park you and take you to the rooftop of his luxury houseboat and cook you a 3-course meal with wines and whatnot, which is why we're giving you $500 for transportation to and from this excursion. So 8 of you at our bonfire hosting you at both of his private boats on Lake Pleasant and we're giving you $500 back. It's about a $6,000 value. We'll open it now at $2,000. Here we go. 2,000, but you have it at 2, gonna be now 2, gonna be now 25, 2, gonna be now 25, 25, you have it at 2,000, gonna be now 25, 25, you have it at 2, you have it at 5, 2,000, gonna be now 25, 8 of you, Lake Pleasant for the day, 2 boats with dinner, 2,000, gonna be now 25, 25, you have it at 3, 3,000, gonna be now 25, you have it at 3, 3,000, gonna be now 35, 3,000, you have it at 35, I only have one, 3,000, gonna be now 35, 35, you have it at 4, 4,000, you have it at 35, you have it at 4, you have it at 45, 4,000, you have it at $4,500, 4,000, give 45, 4,005, you have it at 45, 5,000, 5,000 here, 45, 5,000, 55, 5,000, you have it at 55, 55, you have it at 5,005, once, 5,005, twice, it has been sold, $5,000, 005, give me a huge round of applause, and for our crew at Bonfire. All right, now, up next, do I have Phoenix Suns fans in the house? There's a certain man here in the front. You better say you're a Phoenix Suns fan when he's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have nothing to do a few days before Christmas. On Friday, the 23rd of December, the Suns are hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, 4 of you going to have valet parking. You're going to go ahead and have your cocktails at a Nexus Club and the great prime rib and all the rest of it. Watch the players come out. And then you're going to go to F103 Row B, also known as courtside. F103 is behind the visitors' bench, behind the Grizzlies' bench. 4 of them. It's the second row right behind the bench on the court side, right there. So 2 nights before Christmas, who's going Sun style? And you get the Nexus, I call them the disco seats. You get all the drinks and the food. And then, of course, you actually get a chance to sit courtside, valet. It doesn't get any better than this. These are about $9,000 tickets. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Opening bid, 4 tickets. 4 tickets. It's worth about $9,000. Opening bid, $3,000. Here we go. 3,000, you have it at 3, you have it at 3,000, you have it now 3. 3,000, you have it at $3,000. 3,000, you have it now 3,000. Suns fans, really? Where's my rally the valley when we need it? 3,000, you have it now 3. 3,000, you have it at $3,000. Ladies and gentlemen, these are $9,000 seats. 4 of them, courtside, Memphis Grizzlies, a Nexus, and valet. $3,000. There, smart man. 3,000 gonna be now 4,000. 3, you have it at 4. 3,000 gonna be now 4,000 in the front. Yes, gonna be now 5. Hunter, you're out. 4,000 gonna be now 5. 5,000, you have it at 4. You have it at 5. $5,000. I've got 4,000 in the front. Gonna be now 5. 5,000, you have it at 5. 4,000 gonna be now 5. 5,000, you have it at $5,000. 4,000 going 5. 5,000, 6,000, 5,000, you have it at $6,000. I've got 5,000, but now 6. 6,000, you have it at 6,000. 5,000 right here, going $6,000. I've got 5, you have it at 6. 6,000, you have it at 6,000 once. 6,000 twice. It has been sold. $5,000 right there. Congratulations. Bidder number is, what's your bidder number? 026. Ladies and gentlemen, last year, we had a chance to sell an experience on this yacht. This is a 98-foot yacht, complete with staff, that is currently, hold on, sitting at the Balboa Bay Club in Newport Beach. We are inviting you to get on this yacht to enjoy a day of cruising out to Catalina and back with everything it has, because you're going to be staying at Tom and Melissa's vacation home in Del Mar. Now, this home, 3 bedrooms, another den that's technically 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,600 square feet, 100 yards from the sands of Del Mar and the village. Exquisite home. No June, July, like the big dates, you know, that's when they go there. But we're going to give you the home for 3 nights, 4 days. It sleeps 6 adults comfortably. If you go with a small family and kids, probably 8 is fine for kids. But we're going to give you a chance for 3 nights and 4 days, and we're going to give you that boat for a day. So we're going to give you a 98-foot yacht called Wicked Cool, because it is Wicked Cool. And we're going to give it to you for a day to go out cruising from the Balboa Bay Club out to Catalina and back for the day. So this is an $18,000 package, just so you know. And the fuel alone on that boat and the staff is ridiculous just even for the day. So here we go. Up to 6 of you, little kids 8, and the boat for the day. Opening bid $5,000. Here we go. 5,000. You put a 5. You put a 5. You put a $6,000. 5,000 to bid now 6. 5,000 to bid now 6,000. You put a 6,000. Cheer them on. 5,000. 6,000 to bid now $7,000. 7,000 to bid now 7. To bid now 8. 8,000. You put a 8,000. 8,000 to bid now 9. 9,000 to bid now 10. 10,000. You put a 10,000. I've got 9 with tomorrow. Going to bid now 10. 10,000. You put a $10,000. 10,000. 11,000. 10,000. Going 11, 10,000 to bid $11,000. I've got 10,000 with Lizzie, 11,000 to bid 11,000. Help them, think about it. Cheer them on. It helps them bid 11,000. 10,000 to bid 11,000. You bid 11,000. Yes, going to bid now 12. 12,000. You bid 11. Going to bid now 12. 12,000. You bid 11,000. To bid now 12,000. $12,000. 11,000. Going to bid now 12. 12,000. Yes. 13,000. 13, you put a 12, you put a 13. 13,000 to bid now 12,000, you put a $13,000. I've got 12,000 going 13. 13,000, new player. 13 to bid now 14. 13 to bid now 14. 13,000, you put a 14. 14,000, you put a 3, you put a 4. $14,000. I've got 13 right here. Gonna bid now 14. $14,000 once. $14,000. Yes. 14, gonna be now 15. Oh, gotta go to 15. I've got 14 behind you. Gotta go to 15. 15, 15, 16. 15,000 gonna be now 16. 15,000 gonna be able to 16,000. I've got 15 gonna be now 16. 15,000 gonna be able to 16. I've got you at 15. 15,000 gonna be now 16,000 once. 16,000 twice. It has been, are you sure? No, I'm with you. Don't worry. It has been sold. $15,000. And guess what? Tom, hold on. Her number is 007. So there. Give me a huge round of applause. All right, back to Rick Riley. A lot of you are golfing tomorrow, aren't you? About 100 people in this room, I think, by show of hands, golfing tomorrow. Awesome. Phenomenal Celebrity M. Elevate Phoenix Invitational. 3 of you could have Rick Riley as your captain. Do you know the stories this man could tell you? He could critique the living daylights out of your game, no offense. That might not be the fun part. It'd be kind of fun to just have you like commentate while they're golfing. It would be pretty awesome. So I'm going to give Rick the mic for a second to tell you what you can expect. But like it says, who's your caddy?
Everybody on my team will get lots of steroids. And I saw a couple of swings today. Looked like a guy caught in a car with a bee. I don't want those guys. But we will have fun, and I'll tell you stories that aren't printable.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Are we ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, 3 of you are going to get Rick Riley as your captain tomorrow to golf along with you and commentate while you golf. I hope you record it. So, opening bid for this one is going to be $2,000. Here we go. 2,000. You're able to get it now. $2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get any better than golfing with this man commentating. 2,000 of it now. 3,000. 3,000 of it now. 4. 3,000 of it now. 4,000. Mike and Sheila at 3. 4,000. 5. 5,000. You're able to 4. You're able to 5. 5,000 of it now. 6. 6,000. You're able to 6,000 of it now. 7. 7,000. 7,000 of it now. 8. 8,000. You're able to 7 of it now. 8 of it now. 9. 9,000. You're able to 9. You're able to 10. 10,000 of it now. $10,000. 9,000 of it now 10. 10,000 you have it 9. You have it 10,000 of it 11,000. 11,000 of it now 12. 12,000 you have it 11 of it now 12. $12,000. Help him cheer him on. 11,000 going 12. $12,000. 11,000 golfing with Rick. 12,000. 13,000. $14,000. 13 of it now 14. I've got 14, 13 right there. Going to be now 14. $14,000. 13 going to be now 14. 14,000 once. 14,000 twice. It has been sold. $13,000. Number 1. 001. He's number 1. Give me a huge round of applause. Let's give it up for Rick. I got to hear about that golf. Are you still with me? Yes. All right. Now, the Barbies went on this trip last year. You had an amazing time in Sonoma, right? Ladies and gentlemen, hold on one second. Shh. This is not open to the public. And when the Barbies tell you that this was an outstanding experience, trust me, they know outstanding experiences. This was incredible. So, Arista Wines, okay? So, Arista Wines actually started in 2002, and it was actually, I can't remember their names, but the parents. The point being is that for 2002, they started a family vineyard. Al and Janice, thank you. That was it. I'm like, very mom and dad names, Al and Janice. And then in 2012, their sons, Michael and Ben, took over. And this is a true family. If you haven't been to this vineyard in Sonoma, this is their Japanese gardens. It's tremendous use of wood. It's incredible. Now, Arista's known a lot for their Pinot Noir and their Chardonnay, but it's the way that they do it. Now, they have a private 2-bedroom suite that is not available to the public ever, that is on the grounds of their 32-acre vineyard estate. They're going to open this to you to come. 4 of you, 2 couples. You're going to get a chance to come here for 2 nights and 3 days, VIP wine taste with these incredible people on this vineyard. And then each of you couples is going to get a magnum of their wine. But they also want to send you a couple of vineyards down the road. So Morister, I can never say it right, is another one that's Morister. I can always say if it's Morister or Morister. I don't know. The wine's delicious, that I know. By the way, Arista and Morister both rate about 90 to 94 points. You're going to get a VIP tasting there as well and a magnum of their wine for each of your couples. Then you're actually going to go down to Limerick Lane. And that one, they actually usually go about 95 points. And Limerick Lane is also going to give each of you couples a magnum of their wine. So case in point is that if you know anything about the wine country, these are farmers. You know, this is a small community of people that are intimate, family orientated. And when you're past the kind of tourist part of the wine country, you're in people's homes. And so when they're opening and inviting you, inviting you to their vineyards, you're coming as family and friends. You're not coming as the person that pulls up in the tasting room. You're not doing that. You're being treated as family. And I'll tell you what, this is about a $17,000 experience if it was open to the public, and it's not. So 4 of you, 2 nights, 3 days, 3 magnums, each couple, and an extraordinary opportunity to break bread, wine, cheese, the works, and taste and learn about the true nature. By the way, they're also going to give you an incredible restaurant that's in Healdsburg. 2 brothers got together, Valette, and they actually created together to get a farm-to-table restaurant, and we're going to give you $1,000 towards travel. So you're going to get a tremendous dinner, this incredible wine experience, money towards your travel, and it's basically Healdsburg and Sonoma at its best. So second to last item of the night, worth about $18,000, 4 of you going. Opening bid will be $5,000. Here we go. $5,000, I'm going to bid now $5,000 and cheer them on. $5,000 to bid now 6. $5,000, you put it at 6,000 to bid now 5. You put it at $6,000. $5,000 to bid now 6,000. Ladies and gentlemen, it's worth about $18,000. $6,000 to bid now 7,000. $6,000, you put it at $7,000. I've got $6,000 to bid now 7. Cheer them on. Our second to last item. $6,000 to bid now $7,000. $6,000, you put it at 7. $7,000, you put it at $7,000. $6,000 to bid now 7,000. $6,000 bidding $7,000. I've got 6,000 right here. 7,000. That's a steal. 4 of you. 6,000 to bid now 7. You put it at $7,000. Magnums of wine. Staying on the VIP property. 6,000 to bid now 7,000. 7,000. You put it at 6. To bid now 7. I've got 6,000 with Lizzie in the back. You put it at $7,000. Last chance at 7. This is a steal, gang. 6,000 bidding 7,000. 7,000. Once. Yes, new player. 8,000. 7,000 to bid now 8. 7,000, you put it at $8,000. 7,000 to bid now 8,000. 7 in the back, you put it at $8,000. 7,000 bidding 8. 4 of you, $8,000. 7,000 to bid now 8,000. 8,000. Once. 8,000. Twice. It has been. So 8,000. Didn't come out of my mouth. Didn't come out of my mouth. 8,000 going 9. 8,000 to bid now $9,000. 8,000 you put it at 9. 8,000 to bid now 9,000. 8,000 to bid now 9,000. But you put it at 9. 8,000 to bid now 9,000. Once. 9,000. twice. It has been, are you sure? Sold. $8,000. Congratulations. Lizzie, what's her bidder number? Bidder number 150. Give her a huge round of applause. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay close attention. Hold on. Shh. This is date specific. From Thursday, the 28th of September, hold on, shh, to Sunday, the 1st of October, Rome will play host to the Ryder Cup. Rome, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, will become the host city to the Ryder Cup for the U.S. and European. And Tom Lehman, one of the greatest men behind a Ryder Cup ever. Give him a round of applause. Ryder Cup legacy right there. 4 of you. Now, to help out with expenses, you're going to get $4,000 in travel certificates, gift certificates, visas, things like that. Hold on. Shh. Hold up. Shh, shh. Last item. It's Ryder Cup. It's Rome. And it's a Marco Simon Golf Club, right? Marco Simon Golf Club in Rome. Gorgeous. Now, these are the tickets, guys. These are VIP tickets, garden suite tickets for every day. The Garden Suite is located between the 6th fairway and the Ryder Cup fan village. You're going to have VIP access to every single day of the Ryder Cup with transportation bringing you to and from the course. You're going to have the best food, the best drinks, and the best view to participate in one of the most extraordinary golfing events in the world, in one of the most extraordinary cities in the world. So this is your last item of the night. Tom, do you want to say a little something about this, since you do know a thing or two about a Ryder Cup, man?
Well, like, who's been to Rome? I mean, if you haven't been to Rome, you need to go to Rome. I mean, it's simply an amazing place. Melissa and I are going to be there. I mean, what I would say is this: it's the first Ryder Cup post-live. Okay, so for those of you who don't know much about golf, it means nothing. But for those who are golfers, with this live tour having started, and we're have lost to guys like Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, they won't be there, and Henrik Stenson, who was the European captain, won't be there because of live. But there's going to be a whole bunch of younger guys. It's going to be a rowdy, raucous, amazing Ryder Cup. So and the U.S. team is a juggernaut. I don't expect them to lose for a long time, but you never know. The U.S. team hasn't won on European soil in 30 years. In 30 years. So if you ever want to go to a Ryder Cup where you can do some celebrating and kind of put it in the face of those Euros, Rome is the place to do it. Okay, Melissa and I will be there. We'll be there to say hello, catch up, maybe even go walking down to Piazza Navona one night and have a few glasses of Chianti and maybe some pizza. Look at the Bernini fountain in the amazing church that was built in 800. So you know what? We'll join you for that. Okay, we'll have a great time.
And Tom said it best. And trust me, if you watch any of Rick Riley's interviews, you'll understand how he feels about it too. It's a very delicate time for the PGA. And it really comes down to people that are playing a sport in a time-honored tradition and playing along from their heart, and people that went a different path. And it's just coming down to a point right now that the Ryder Cup has got to be, this is the point, this is the time. You're going to watch people that show up to play to prove that they can absolutely set the world on fire through this sport the way it should be played. Pretty much that's it. So who's going to Rome? Here we go, guys. These are priceless tickets, about $25,000 to try to get them. Every single day of the Ryder Cup, 4 of you in Rome, $4,000 back, ground transportation. Here we go, guys. Who's going to Rome? Opening bid, there's 4 of you. You get $4,000 back right off the top of it. So $4,000 comes back your way. Let's open this at $5,000 and let's get it going. $5,000. This is a bucket list. $5,000 to bid now, $6,000 to bid now, $7,000 to bid now, $8,000 to bid now, $9,000, $8,000 to bid now, $9,000, $8,000 to bid $9,000, $8,000 to bid now, $9,000. Cheer them on. $8,000 right there. Going to bid now $9,000. I've got $8. Going to bid now $9,000. $9,000. $8,000 going $9,000. $9,000. You bid $9,000. You get $4,000 back. $8,000 to bid now $9,000. $8,000. You bid $9,000. $8,000 to bid now $9,000. $9,000. $8,000 bidding $9,000. Cheer them on. $9,000. Smart. Right there. $10,000. $11,000. $10,000 to bid $11,000. $11,000. You bid $11,000. I've got $10,000 right there. $11,000. $10,000 to bid $11,000. $11,000. You bid $11,000. And your bidder number is 111. 11,000. I've got 10 bidding 11. He's in at 11. Now 12. 12,000, 13, 12,000, you bid 13, 12,000 right there, gonna be now $13,000. I've got 12, you bid 13. Cheer him on, it's the last item. 12,000, gonna be now 13. 13 gonna be now 14, $14,000. 14, you bid 15. 14 gonna be now 15. 14,000, you bid $15,000. 14 going 15. 15 gonna be now 16. 16,000. 15 gonna be now 16. Gonna be now 17. 17,000. 16 gonna be now 17. 16 gonna be now 17. 17, 18, 17 gonna be now 18, 18 once, twice, it has been sold. 17,000 that are 111. Amazing. Give it up for your donors and your bidders. That's your live auction. Give them a round of applause. All right, we're gonna switch gears here for just a moment. And we're right on time because Rick's coming up. I need to get your attention for just a moment. Pretty please. Some of you know me, some of you may not, but hold on. Shh. This is my home, but I work all over the United States, sometimes outside the United States, and all I do is charity and nonprofits. That's it. I volunteer for all my clients. Hold on. Shh. Volunteer for all my clients. It means going to Haiti to feed orphans, means sitting with people that are dying of ALS, being a camp counselor for children with cancer. And years ago, before I even had Elevate Phoenix as a client, I actually went down to volunteer for them because I had to understand why a man like Tom Lehman, who I saw with Melissa in various rooms and support, suddenly just put all of attention on one nonprofit. Then I knocked on the door and said, show me why. Because I know to watch in my community what's going on here. And so I did. I went and hung out with the kids for the day, took the classes with them, and they later became my client. The reason I'm telling you this is I would love for them to put me out of a job. Why? Here's why. It's the truth. Even when everyone was sheltered in place during COVID, I was actually down at St. Mary's Food Bank. I was actually looking at empty shelves. I was actually sitting with youth that had to come to grips that they wouldn't see anyone tour through the orphanage for 2 years, so they were going to age out and not get it. I sat with people in countless different nonprofits trying to figure out what we were going to do. But here's the bottom line for most of my work, about 99%. I do 100 events a year all over the country in every single aspect. And about 99% of what I see could have been stopped upriver. 99%. When I get the veteran that is now homeless, when I get the domestic violence, when I get a pet that's been abused, when I have addiction, when I have any of it, you could have stopped it upstream. And even if it doesn't come from a humanitarian aspect of catching that, financially it will. Because it's twofold with Elevate Phoenix. There's the human divinity, the grace, and then there's the money. Because the fact of the matter is, I'd love to be out of a job. It's hard to see people that we're trying to fix a side effect of something that could have been stopped earlier, which generally comes down to marginalization and poverty. It is definitely the difference, and what Elevate Phoenix does is that every youth is told, oh, it only takes one, it only takes one. But the difference with them is they teach the youth, you are your one. That's what they do. And you heard it up here, and I'm telling you, I won't see any of these kids. And what starts with 28 is now 5,000 growing to 6,000, and the operating cost is $2.2 million in a year, and that is a low cost for what they're doing, low cost. So we move through this portion, and I tell you, if you want to give, we're thrilled. But more importantly, I also just want you to learn, understand what Elevate Phoenix is really doing, because if you haven't noticed, our state is changing. And if you haven't noticed, what I'm seeing with the housing crisis, everyone's buying the houses, what happens to the people that are in the marginalized area and rent can no longer be afforded? This city is changing. How many people can actually tell me that you're seeing gated communities being built? Apartments, up. How about the traffic? The people that we're trying to help will suffer more than any one of us as this demographic changes, as we have more disparities within access. Elevate Phoenix is the answer. It will elevate Phoenix, and it will lead Arizona to where it needs to go to understand you have to start change from the bottom and bring it up. That's what you have to do. So last year and before, I stood up here and told you we need vans. Why? Because there's 3 high schools, 3 elementary schools. You got to get those kids back and forth. Now they're going to be 4. $60,000 is a van. They purchased 2 because of you. They need 6 more. 6 more vans. So they asked me, start here. Sure, why not? I believe in it. If you don't ask, you don't know. It's a lot of money. I'm more interested in you understanding and leaving here with a really good ability to express to other people what you saw here tonight and talk about Elevate Phoenix, because that's how it gets done. The more people talk about it, the more people get involved. Anyone at 60,000, now is the time to raise that bitter paddle if you'd like to. If not, it's okay. But if you want to, certainly it buys us a van. They need 6 more, and there is a van right there. Bidder number is 005 at $60,000. 017 at $60,000. Right there. 2 vans down. 2 vans down. That's awesome. So one of the most incredible programs that they touched upon a little bit is Rise. Rise. So a lot of the nonprofits that I work with too will find in Boys and Girls Club, name the different ones. A lot of times, particularly within certain ethnicities for a male in a household that is coming towards high school graduation, oftentimes college is not even close to an option because they believe they need to become the provider. Rise is a program that helps undo that myth both for the family and the youth. How? In the summertime, with in-state actual education in college, when one of our kids finishes and graduates high school, which you heard, 98%, and oftentimes the first to do so in their family, college is a little scary for everyone to understand. So Rise is a bridge program that takes place in the summer that starts giving you college courses, and they actually give scholarships towards it so you can test the waters. And you know what? Most of our kids that go through Rise go, I can do this. It's exactly what I told you. They teach you, you're the one. I am my one. I can do this. So that program can be supported for an entire summer, for the whole time that we're doing it, for $35,000. Anyone here that wants to give? This is examples of what we do. 005, giving $35,000 right there. Thank you. Anyone else at $35,000 that would like to give? Because these are examples of what your money does. One of the other most important programs that come out of this, and they're the classrooms, supporting them are one, but I personally want to talk about camp. Because you got 300 kids in a time where summertime, that's for most kids where they drop off. And if you could engage children on both levels, high school and elementary, utilize them to help one another, 300 kids go through a camp, a day camp program that continues to keep this everything they're learning going throughout the summer. Costs $25,000. Anyone here that wants to do this? This is an example. There it is, 013, $25,000 right there. 017, another $25,000 right there. Anyone else? 109, another $25,000 at 109. Up, 003, Tom and Melissa, $25,000 right there. Walk the walk, talk the talk. One of the greatest things that's happening, it's kind of a little bit of a Trojan horse. Generational literacy, generational poverty, generational, I can't even say the word. What happens is the younger kids utilize this more than the high school kids, but it's access to all. It's essentially like an app. And what it does is it allows them into thousands of books in a downloaded library. These are kids that are struggling with reading, but guess what? Why? Because no one at home reads. So when they get to go home with the access to this program of literacy, so does their family. And oftentimes when a child begins to start to read with their parents, the parents can take away the stigma of understanding that they too are going to start to challenge and overcome literacy and actually be this and utilize this. These apps, this is what Elevate Phoenix is about. You help one child, you're helping their family too. $10,000 helps us run this literacy program, which gives them access online to thousands of books that they would never otherwise see. Anyone at $10,000, this is another part of the program that we support. There it is, 031. The Clearys are in the house. 031, $10,000. Anyone else here tonight that would like to give $10,000? We have a level for everyone and a little challenge. 111 is in at $10,000 right there here tonight. Anyone else at $10,000? It all comes down to the tutoring and mentoring. And so Jazmine likes to take things like 2.2 million and break it down. And she says, Letitia, $5,000 is exactly 200 hours of that, because that's what they're doing. And that's going to change because we're going to add more kids into it. This is what your money's doing. It's actually starting at the bottom to help elevate Phoenix through our youth. $5,000. Mike, yes. Mike, you want to give 25,000? I'm never going to stop you doing that. I think you're 009, Mike. 009 at 25,000. Not a way to interrupt a party. I love you. All right, $5,000. Anyone that wants to give? 018 at 5,000. 860 Rick at 5,000. I didn't catch him right there. Up. 149 at 5,000. 007 at 5,000. 001 at 5,000. You just raised $25,000 at that level. 132. 132 is in at 5,000. Tomorrow I got it. 132 right behind you, right? I got him. Yep, he's at 5,000 right there. You just raised $30,000 at that level. So, alumni attending Rise. You know, when you go to, I'm a single mom with 2 kids in college. Cost of books, cost of transportation, cost of everything they need, application fees, all of that. $2,500 help our alumni that are going through that Rise program to bridge across to make sure that they can succeed. $2,500 is your level. Anyone that wants to give, now's the time to raise that paddle. 196 is jumping in at 25. 144 is jumping in at 25. 112 is jumping in at 25. 199 another 25. 033 at 25. 205 another 25. 210 at 25. 145 another 25. 151 at 25. 022 at 25. And 130. 11 of you just did that, ladies and gentlemen. $27,500 and then some. So we have a challenge now. This last part is a challenge. This is a client friend of mine. In fact, he's the one that created Auctiontainer. This is a man that understands what it means to go for youth and to catch that youth at critical times and change them, and that's Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper is probably one of the most gracious, incredible men you will ever come across as a father, as a grandfather, as a philanthropist, and he is basically, even though he's originally from Detroit, we've pretty much claimed him as our own, and he's a heck of a good golfer. So he wants to invite 3 of you to the Biltmore to go golfing with Alice Cooper, but I want to use it as a challenge because Alice is used to me challenging people. Since we've been kind of getting different levels that hit 25,000, I'm going to see anyone that gives at this $1,000 level, anyone that gives is entered in to win that golf with Alice. But I want to see if we can get 25,000 more raised by 25 people giving $1,000 at this level. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Worth a shot. So let's try it. $1,000 level, entered into golf with Alice. 021 at 1,000. 190 at 1,000, 017 another 1,000, 002 at 1,000, 007 another 1,000, 214 at 1,000, 008 another 1,000, 191 at 1,000, 147 another 1,000, 208 at 1,000, 106 another 1,000, 239 at 1,000, 034 another 1,000, 028 at 1,000. 14 of you have done that. That's 14,000. Anyone else? You're entered in to win golf with Alice just for this. That's another $14,000 raised at that level, which is close to where we wanted to go, but it's still 14 more. So you don't need these orange paddles anymore tonight. And again, Jazmine loves her numbers. She broke it down for me. One child, one youth, one hope, $429. That's what it cost. $429 to get a kid on this road, on this path. So you don't need these orange circles anymore, but if you turn them in to Jazmine or any of my team or anyone in here with the bow ties on, they became a donation of $429. Because the truth of the matter is, there is a Braham. This young man was incredible tonight. His mom's incredible tonight. There's a child out there waiting for this. And I promise you, catch them now. And we will not be raising money for them down the road with their families later. Catch them now. Elevate Phoenix. God bless. I'm going to turn this back over to Brad. My name's Letitia Fry. Tom and Melissa, I love you. Turn those paddles in. Enjoy your night.
I got 1,500 mics here. Give it up, Letitia. How about that? Auction Tainer, amazing. Now, don't go anywhere, people. We're not done. Also, too, those who are working on their silent table, silent auctions, you got 5 minutes before those close. So if you want to work your phones really quick, 5 minutes for those close. Also, too, they are collecting the paddles. If you want to put your paddle up and donate the 429, we'll do that. So we'll get that going. Love it. So again, you got 5 minutes, silent auction table. Take a look at your phone. See, start bidding. Yes, 5 minutes. So, all right. Again, we got that part of the way. Now it's time for a little entertainment. And you guys are very lucky to be in this room right now because this is a very rare situation.
Is that one working?
That one's working.
That one's working.
That one. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Lehman here. How great is this? Tom, everything you've done tonight. He doesn't like to toot his own horn, so I'll toot it for him. But for a gentleman who is traveling, busy, family, golf, everything like that, can take the time to make sure that this room is filled. The best part is to make sure those kids are going to have the mentors and have the start to continue on their life like you did for, of course, all the kids out here. So, Tom, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Yep.
I'm going to leave the stage around you, but I was supposed to do a reminder. Don't forget, golf is tomorrow morning, so pace yourself. All right? So I just make sure of that. With that said, I'm leaving the stage to you.
All right. Letitia, where'd Letitia go? Wherever you are, thank you. Fantastic. You get it, and I really appreciate it. So we get to listen to a guy now speak for a while who is a dear friend of mine. I've known Rick Riley probably since 1992, and he has way more stories than I have, so I'm going to let him tell the stories. But I can tell you one thing, he's won the Sports Writer of the Year 11 times, and just to put that in perspective, John Wooden won the NCAA championship 10 times as the coach for UCLA. You've got him by one. You've got him by one. And I do, and for the guys who are playing with you tomorrow, so he wrote a book called Who's Your Caddy? And he caddied for Jack Nicklaus, he caddied for Deepak Chopra. I don't know who else you caddied for, but I do know you caddied for me at the Disney Classic. He actually caddied for me in a PGA Tour event. And so he went around the course for 4 straight days with his yardage book, all spread out. And inside the yardage book was his little notebook. All right. And so he would be, when he's supposed to be kind of getting yardage, he's kind of making notes for his book. But what I do know is this, is he would say, okay, you got 145 yards to the front of the green, plus 10, 172. I'm like, look at, how would you ever pass 5th grade? How did you ever pass 5th grade? I don't know. All I do know is this, is he told me that when he writes his articles, he never uses the same expression twice. So when he says that Bernard Langer is slower than a geological plate shift, which is true, he'll never use that line again, ever. So think about, in the course of your 40-year career, never using the same expression twice. That's Rick Riley. Rick, thank you for coming. Come on up here.
You like this? Yeah. Or I would do this. It'd be like, okay, Tom, it's 172 and plus 10. That's what 182. He goes, no, but that's toward the hole, and so it's really less. So thanks for putting up with me. And we finished 7th. Remember? 4th. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, a couple things. 14 grand. Who paid for me? Do you realize I'm so short off the tee I can hear it land? This was a very bad purchase. 14 grand. Jazmine, where's Jazmine? Your blood type came back, it's espresso. So where's Coco? 57-year-old Coco. Well, you should be up here telling people how to look fit. You look 27. Can you add? That's great. This is unbelievable. Just real quick, Mr. Barton left? Did anyone see the irony in that guy who has no hair owning all the great clips? Was that only lost on me? Where's Brian? Is he still here? Where's the mother? My kids never bought me anything, not a house. What the hell, man? Got a Glad bag full of dirt one year. Thanks for nothing. Sitting at a table with Dr. Goller. Is that how you say it? Golly, sorry. And he told this story that the other day at Silverleaf, he made a 1 on a par 4. And it reminded me, he said he couldn't find the ball, and they finally looked in the hole, and there it was. And so this book that you have, a lot of you are going to get the book, or some of you already have it. It's called So Help Me Golf. My favorite story in it is about golf balls that go in the hole. So has anybody ever been to Lahinch in Ireland? So Lahinch has a blind par 3. Remember this? The 5th hole. And you can't see the green. There's a hill. And you sort of aim at a white rock and hope there's a green back there. And the caddy says, no, the white rock that'll be right in line with the pin. But they don't tell you the greenskeepers are drunk. And so he forgets to move the white rock. So you're hitting it completely the wrong place. So in 1997, this is absolutely true, 4 American guys made holes in 1 on that hole within an hour and 42 minutes. The greatest statistical anomaly in history, 4 holes in 1 in an hour and 42 minutes. Lahinch is this tiny little seaside town. And so the bar's going crazy, right? 4 people buying everybody drinks times 4. And the bartender's having the greatest night of his life. And the caddies have snuck in. And people who've never played, the townspeople, the bar is packed. And the bartender and the waitress are just cranking it out and making enough money to pay rent for 3 months until the bartender's wife comes in, holding the ear of their 6-year-old son. Opens the door. Can you just wait till I tell the story? Jesus. March the kid behind the bar, the wife, back to the bartender. He's pouring out Guinnesses, and she says to her son, you need to tell your dad what you did this fine day, you little rascal. And the kid's like, oh, I was putting balls in the hole. This kid, 6 years old, was hiding behind a tree, and every time a ball would get near he would put the balls in the hole because he enjoyed seeing 60-year-old guys jumping on each other and riding them around like Shetland ponies and ripping off their shirts like Brandy Chastain. And so the bartender's looking at his son and his wife, and the waitress hears the story, and so the wife goes, are you not going to do anything to the lad? And the bartender says, yes, good job. There's so many cool people here tonight. I've met all these surgeons and bankers and smart people and teachers. And I always wanted to be, this is a terrible thing to say, but I was just a sports writer. And I come to these things and I just wish sometimes I had been something else, something that matters. Because sports writing is talking to athletes who make their living with their bodies, not their brain. And so they say the dumbest things. All right? They're just dumb. I did Wayne Gretzky's book. Do you know Wayne Gretzky? I did his book for him. So I was there one summer, and he had just been traded from the Edmonton Kings to the Los Angeles Kings, and 3 of his buddies were coming from Canada. And so Gretzky lives at the top of this tall hill near the valley in LA. And so they make it up all the way up this hill, and we're waiting for him. And these 3 guys, these Canucks, get out and they go, oh, Gretz, stupid move buying this house. And Gretzky's like, why? And they go, you'll never get up this in the winter. This is what, does anybody remember, where's Tom Chambers? Did he leave? Do you remember Marvin Barnes? Marvin Barnes was this great player at Providence. He was 7 foot tall. He wasn't exactly a Mensa candidate. So Marvin Barnes flunked out of the league after 2 years and was living above a liquor store in Providence, Rhode Island. So Marvin Barnes falls upon hard times, puts on a ski mask, takes a gun, goes downstairs, and robs the liquor store. So he's like, he's 7 foot tall, says to the cashier, "Give me all your money." And the cashier's like, "Marvin, what are you doing?" And Marvin goes, "It ain't me." That's what I have to deal with. Also, athletes always use cliches. Tom's right. I try never to write a sentence I've already read. Athletes use them all the time, and they just keep repeating themselves. So I started collecting all kinds of quotes that have never been, sentences that have never been used in the history of the English language, just because I'd hope someday I would hear something new. And I have my computer, and one is like, "Shaquille, you shoot the technical," right? That's never been said. "I'd like you to meet your professor, Kyrie Irving." That's never been said. "Tiger, meet my sister." No one's ever going to say that. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. So I tried to do new things. I tried to caddy because I love caddies. Does anybody remember, Tom, you remember Herman, Tom Lee Trevino's caddy? Herman was 400 pounds, and the bag looked like a play school preset play on his bag, right? This tiny little bag because he was so big. And one day, Trevino just putted the lights out, had like 21 putts or something. And we said, "Mr. Trevino, how'd you putt so well?" He goes, "It's easy. Every putt breaks toward Herman." My favorite caddies are Scottish caddies because they will blow your tip. They will blow their tip just to insult you. One time we were at St. Andrews, and we have this buddy. His name is Frankie the Pitbull. Frankie has the worst temper you've ever heard. He's just always mad, especially if he three putts. Well, at St. Andrews, if you've been there, the greens are the size of a football field. They're like double greens. And Frankie hates to three putt. Well, the time we got to the 11th hole, he had already three putted 6 times and 4 putted once. So he three putts 11, and now we know he's about to burst because his face gets all red, and he starts, and we think he's going to either throw the putter or bite it in half. And he goes, "I hate to three putt. You know what? I would rather go back to my hotel and find my wife with another man than three putt another green out here." And in the awkward silence, one of the Scottish caddies goes, "What's your room number?" Yeah, love caddies. Love caddies. I caddied for this book, Who's Your Caddy? I caddied for Donald Trump, Nicholas. I caddied for Deepak Chopra. Do you know who he is? The mystic, the levitator. He's a guru. And we were playing in Del Mar. It was 48 degrees. I'm going to caddy for him. And I'm in a turtleneck and a jacket and something else. He comes out. He's in shorts and a golf sleeve, just a regular golf shirt. I'm like, "Mr. Chopra, aren't you going to be cold today?" Because I'd never met him. You look at him and you're going back a million years in these eyes, and he's just so cool. "Aren't you going to be cold today?" He says, "Oh, no, I am a trained guru, and I simply control my body temperature." I'm like, "Whoa, teach me, how do you do it?" He goes, "Well, on a very cold day, such as this, I would simply imagine a bonfire in my rectum." I'm like, whoa. So, Tom, I'm a professional reporter. I got to ask the follow-up. What do you do on a hot day? And he goes, "On a very, very hot day, I would simply imagine an icicle in my rectum." Dude, no wonder they call you Deepak. That's gross. Okay, sorry. I tried doing stuff with that column. I had this column on the back page of SI for 20 years. Then I had a column at ESPN. So I started trying stuff. And I thought I'd be kind of a daredevil, right? And I always wanted to go up in an F-14. So I finally got permission to go up in the back of an F-14. And it was so exciting. And that morning, the night before, I met my pilot. His name was Chip Biff King. He had 2 nicknames, and he had these blue eyes, and he had this chin you could open coconuts with. And I said, Commander Chip Biff, what do I eat in the morning? You know, because I tend to get airsick, like even on United. And he says, I would definitely eat bananas. And I said, oh, is that for the potassium? He said, no, they taste about the same going down as they do coming up. Oh, I'm glad you've done eating. Right. So the next morning, I got there early, you know, and they gave me my flight suit and I had my name on it. And then everybody in my squadron, we were in Virginia Beach, U.S. Navy platoon. And everybody had their name, but also then they had their call sign. And so like I got my safety briefing from a guy named Psycho. And so I said, Psycho, I tend to get a little air sick, even on United. What do I do? How do I throw up if I have to throw up, God forbid? He said, yes, sir. Commander Chip Biff told me this, and I got you these. And he brought me those 13-ounce clear Glad bags with the Ziploc. Like, I can't throw up in it. That's all I have, sir. And so, sure enough, Chip Biff came. We got in. I just felt so cool. We just took off, and it was just amazing. It was probably the greatest 20 minutes of my life, but the ride lasted 81 minutes. And I started throwing up. And he was totally right about the bananas. He hadn't mentioned what the Chipotle burrito from Thursday would taste. Went through all that. Then I just started throwing up everything I'd ever eaten. I saw a box of Milk Duds go by, I think from 6th grade. That was the last time I had Milk Duds. It was horrible. And then we were doing, so at one point he's upside down with this other, and he's flying upside down. And as I was doing it, I realized I'm the first guy in history to throw down, I think. And then he started doing these air combat maneuvers, and I'm into the second bag. And now we're pulling so many G's, we're at 0 gravity. So the bags are floating around the canopy. And I landed, and I remember kissing the ground. I was supposed to fly out that evening. I couldn't do it. I could not get on a plane. Spent another night there, and finally flew out. And so I wrote the column. 2 weeks later, I get a little envelope in the mail from my squadron. Ripped it open. It's my call sign, 2 bags. So if you're in the military, please address me as 2 bags. Sorry. I tried TV, I tried radio, I got kind of a big nose, I got a nasal voice. It doesn't work very well. But I remember I tried play-by-play for the Colorado Rockies. Trained for a week. They gave me 3 innings, Rockies versus the Giants. I had 25 home run calls in case I was going to see a home run. The regular play-by-play guy was here. I was here, color guy there. And it's really exciting. I'm so excited. Hoping to get a home run. 4th inning, Barry Bonds rips one to deep right field. I go, and it's big hit, right? And I go, there's a long drive. And the play-by-play guy's like, use one of your, and I'm like, it's way back there. And he's like, and I'm like, and I go, it's a homer. And I had all these great things like no mas pelota, shut the grannies, close the shutters, granny, it's hail and horsehide. And what did I say? It's a homer. And so I was so depressed. 1 out later, I had to read an ad for La Quinta Hotels, like you do sometimes. And I said, La Quinta Hotels, that's Spanish for next to Denny's. And the director's in my ear. We never make fun of the sponsors. What are you doing? And I got a letter from the president of La Quinta Hotels, and he said, oh, we know you like to kid around, and here's 2 nights free at any of our 43 million locations. And I wrote him back, haven't I suffered enough with this? No, anyway. So always wanted to be somebody else, somebody more important. But I had this column. And I started realizing as I did it, the things that made me love my job more than anything was not the big stories, not Barry Bonds, not Tom Brady. It was finding these little stories. And somebody, I think it was Tom's mom, brought one up today. Do you remember, I wrote this piece. There was this cross-country high school runner named Ben Coman in South Carolina. And Ben ran his 3 miles in 51 minutes. His teammates were done in 17, 18, 19 minutes. And the reason Ben did that is because he had cerebral palsy. He had to drag his right leg and his right arm. They wouldn't work. And he would fall. And because if he fell on his right side, he would gash his face, gash his arm. And his coach begged him to quit. His mother begged him to quit. And Ben said, I can't quit. And they said, why? They said, I can't quit on my team. And so the team would run out after they finished. If you remember, they would run the last 30 minutes with Ben Coman. And they couldn't touch him because that's against the rule. So he'd drag and he'd fall. And the whole guys' team would stay with him. And pretty soon, the girls' team started doing it. The girls' team started staying with him. And then the cheerleaders started doing it. In the last meet of Ben Coman's high school career, every team that they were against in the final meet and all their cheerleaders ran with him. 200 kids running with Ben Coman, with all the parents at the finish line just crying. And so I wrote this column, and it just really made me feel good to tell this story. And I get a letter from Kevin Costner. Remember the actor? Kevin Costner says, that column moved me to tears. It moved me to tears. So I want you to know, I want to pay for Ben Coman's education as far as he wants to go. It's on me. And the best part of this story is Ben Coman is now a doctor. So like we stuck it to Ben, we stuck it to Kevin Costner. And so I guess the lesson I learned is the best things start small and get big. And that's what I've noticed here tonight. You guys, it's exactly like the auction entertainer said. Start at the beginning, get them early, and you can do big things. And you just don't get a room like this. I do a lot of appearances where everybody's into it. And so I'm just so thrilled, and I hope I can stay part of this great organization because, Tommy, this thing's unbelievable. You've been telling me for years to come, and it's great. So thank you so much. If you have a book, I will personalize it out in the hallway or whatever. Jazmine, thank you so much.
Oh, what a great thing. Give it up for Mr. Rick Riley, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Riley, give a big round of applause. What a great night. So as we head back up here to the stage, Tom, I have a quick announcement I need to make, and that is the winner of the Alice Cooper Golf is bidder 214, which was, what was his name? It was, what is it? Jim Rowdy. Jim Rowdy, is that how you say it? Oh, Brady, Jim Brady. Jim, is Jim still here? Jim? All right. Well, don't tell him I'm golfing with the Alice Cooper now. Yeah. He should have been here. So, right. Tom, right. I'm going to leave you. Is that him? Oh.
Yep. Well, first of all, let's hear it for Brad Perry. Brad, thank you so much. So I remember asking Rick Riley one time, who was your favorite interview ever? And he told me it was Lester Hayes. Remember Lester Hayes, who played for the Raiders? And I go, why was he such a great interview? And it was because that Lester Hayes had the most incredible stutter. He couldn't even speak 2 words because he would stutter so badly. And he was a great athlete in the public eye, but he couldn't talk to anybody because he stuttered so badly. And over the course of his career, he learned to beat the stuttering thing, which is exactly what our kids do at Elevate. They learn to beat the odds. That's why we're here. And that's why I want to tell you is that we've raised tonight $1,069,000. So,
Wow. Wow. Is that amazing? That's because of all of you out there. We're celebrating all of you now. That's Tom. That's great.
So that's an amazing thing. So it's been a great evening. Golf tomorrow. I just can't thank you enough for being here. Brad, thank you so much for being here. Jazz, your energy is amazing. It's infectious. Letitia, you're the best. All of the guys, you can call people celebrities. I don't say they're celebrities. They're people who live in the public eye, who are normal people like us. For all of you who showed up, thank you. All of you, God bless you. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you next year.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll take that from you.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Hey guys, welcome back from Bonfire. We're watching the totals as you guys are watching the totals, and we could never imagine in our wildest dreams that the $1 million already in just one single night. Again, it's not expressed enough how gracious we are and how grateful we are to be a part of this event. Bonfire is completely committed to Elevate Phoenix, the Tom Lehman Foundation, and a big... Okay, guys, we're live back again. We're on the TV.
Over there.
Yep, we're in. No, it's good. That was perfect, though. I don't know if I can repeat that.
Oh, you will. Hello, hello.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is Dave and Mike, live from Bonfire. We're watching the totals as you guys are watching the totals. $1 million in one night raise, and it's just the beginning. We still have the golf tournament to go. And again, we are so super excited to be a part of this. We cannot express it enough how absolutely amazing you guys are for donating your time, your money, your efforts. Thank you to all the Phoenix Country Club staff, employees, Elevate Phoenix volunteers, Tom, all the sponsors. You guys have been extremely wonderful. And again, Bonfire is just ecstatic to be a part of it. This is just the beginning. We watched our donated item go for $5,000, which is amazing.
Thank you so much.
We still have 3 silent auctions items that are available. So please, please, please give back to the kids. We've had a great time here, and I think it's just the beginning. So next year, we've already been talking about that we're going to have our own golf tournament so that we can raise money as you guys are raising money. So the Monday of the event for next year, we're going to have our own golf tournament, and then all the proceeds are going to go to Elevate Phoenix. Elevate Phoenix is the charity for Tempe for Bonfire from here on forward. It's just such a good cause. The children are that important. We invest in our future. We invest in our people. And that way, no matter what happens, we are able to give back. And I told you earlier that the only reason that we're doing this is that we have the opportunity. And so we owe it to all of you and all of our children to give them the best opportunity at life. And this is just one step. The other step is caring and love. We've been talking about that the whole night, and that the most important thing for anything is just give love. Yep. So we donate money and we give our time, but really it just comes from a point where we just want to show these kids that we love them and that they are important, that they are going to be successful, that they are good people, and we're super proud to be a part of this.
Yeah, me and Dave are just crazy. This is awesome. We're just so proud to be a part of this, and yeah, we can't wait to see what happens next year.
Okay, thank you, Tom, the wonderful people of Elevate Phoenix. I'm Dave.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out. Thank
And
you
we're
very
outta
much.
here from Bonfire. Yeah.